Am I the a-hole for asking my wife if she's jealous of our daughter? My daughter is 15. She will be starting year 11 at school when the summer is over, and the school will be having prom at the end of the year. My wife, 44 female and a senior accountant, was talking to our daughter about her own school leaving party. It wasn't called the prom back then in the UK, and she mentioned that she still owns the outfit she wore. She showed her a couple of pictures too. Later, when we were getting ready for bed, my wife noticed that her wardrobe was open. On closer expectation, she saw that the outfit she was discussing earlier was gone. She went into our daughter's room to see her wearing it and taking pictures of herself in the mirror. Obviously, having our daughter go into her wardrobe and try on her things without asking was annoying. But I thought my wife's reaction was a little extreme. She asked, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?" and demanded my daughter change out of it immediately. My daughter was almost in tears from how my wife spoke to her. I tried to speak to my wife about why she was so angry, and she just kept saying our daughter is not to touch her things without permission. I understand this, but don't see why she's so enraged about it. My wife and daughter look very similar. They've even been called sisters in the past. Based on this, I asked if my wife felt jealous at seeing our daughter wear her dress. When I asked this, she got even more upset and said she was going to sleep in our spare room. She isn't speaking to me today. Did I go too far with comment? I'm just trying to figure out why my wife was so angry.
YTA, the dress is probably something important to your wife, and she took care of it, and your daughter treated it like an accessory for her social media. People have some things that are important to them and won't let other touch it. It is normal even if the person is her daughter. You F up and should apologize. Edit for the people saying the mom screaming made her an asshole. Of course her reaction wasn't the best. Yes, parents should be perfect. But if you ever saw a parent that never once was mad because their kid did something stupid with something they see as important, then where do you live? And for the people saying the dad isn't an asshole because he was just trying to find out, have you been in a relationship? Because the question when your partner is mad is usually why are you mad, not are you crazy, or something equivalent because a mother that is jealous of her daughter is crazy. Edit to answer a lot of comments. If the situation were reversed, and a son would have taken something from his dad without permission that he hold dear, a car or a baseball bat or a jacket for example, and he got mad at his son, and the mom told him he was jealous, my reaction would have been the same. And for the people that say I normalize abuse, I think this is a one-time incident. If it wasn't, then it is clearly abuse. Totally agree, that dress is pretty old by now, and I would be pissed too if someone touched my military ball dresses, since I didn't go to prom. But a 15-year-old girl is old enough to understand that you shouldn't sneak into people's rooms and take their clothes. She knew it was wrong when she had to sneak around in the first place. She was probably embarrassed because she was caught, and that's why she was crying. I would never go into my mom's closet, rummage around, and wear her fancy dresses, especially without permission. It's pretty easy to understand that you shouldn't go through people's valuables and sentimental items, then put it on, and then have the audacity to take pics and act like the victim when you were the one who willingly stole them. Seriously. The daughter went through her mom's closet, probably dug through a bunch of stuff to find it, and took something old and fragile without permission, and husband's first response is you must be jealous she looks better in it than you. Might as well have said you are upset because you are fat and old and ugly. Dude is gonna need to get his grovel on. And reinforce that you can't take things without permission. There are those of us that get burned by flying too close to the sun, and look back on our folly, and then there's OP, who bored a hole straight through the crust of the earth, doused himself with gasoline, and dove needlessly into a lake of fire. YTA, who just goes and takes someone's stuff like that? Of course your wife was upset. You're also the asshole for jumping to jealousy. YTA dude, your daughter went into your wife's personal things, without any sort of permission. If she had asked, your wife would probably not be pissed off. Your wife isn't jealous of your daughter, she's pissed that your daughter went into her wardrobe, which contains your wife's personal property. Your wife is pissed that your daughter showed her zero respect by going into your wife's wardrobe and messing with her shit. Not sure how you can't see what your daughter did is disrespectful. Wrong and not acceptable at all. YTA. Your wife definitely shouldn't have gotten so angry at your daughter, but most people get pissed when someone takes their stuff without permission and use it in pics for social media. Your daughter started to cry because she did something she shouldn't have and had no defense for her actions. You, on the other hand, had the audacity to ask your wife if she is jealous of her own child. And the implication here of what you are saying about your daughter, her body, and her appearance in the dress is absolutely disgusting. Are you seriously comparing how your daughter and wife's bodies look in a dress? Edit, spelling. Soft YTA. Yes, they might look alike, but if your wife has never shown jealousy/envy towards her daughter, then just making such toxic assumption is wrong. She may have just gotten that upset because it wasn't just any dress. It was a special dress that holds fond memories of her saying bye to her high school experience. YTA. This is a 30-year-old dress that your wife has kept for decades. Obviously, it is a sentimental memento. I gave away my prom dresses years ago, and I'm only 28. Most people don't keep them unless they really treasure them. 30-year-old dresses are delicate. You have to be careful with how you put them on. You tried to attribute her anger at a fragile, irreplaceable memento being taken out and worn without her permission to jealousy of how her daughter looks in it? WTF? Some people save their wedding dresses for the memories. Your wife saved her prom dress. Apologize, holy shit dude. YTA LOL. 17-year-old here. Me and my mother are a similar size/have a similar style. We borrow each other's clothes. It's not weird at all, face with tears of joy, as long as I treat them with respect. She doesn't care. However, a key factor in all of this is that we ask. Your daughter just took. It's a big deal to your wife. BC, your daughter just assumed that's not a good thing to do.